What's up? This is That Day from the IWC, and this is the Wrestling Recap Prediction Show for WWE's Royal Rumble 2013. This is going to be a most interesting Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. It will be the return of the great one, The Rock, to WWE pay-per-view. It is also the official start of the road to WrestleMania 2013. Last year's road to WrestleMania was mired in a face-to-face feud between The Rock and John Cena. Now we're starting off the right way. Face versus heel. Heel CM Punk versus face The Rock. But that's the main event. What we've got right now is 4 matches that have been announced and 1 pre-show match. WWE Champion CM Punk and The Rock is the headlining main event. We'll get to that at the end. But WWE.com has just announced a pre-show match for the Royal Rumble. It is a United States title match between Antonio Cesaro and The Miz. I expect to see both of these guys in the Rumble, so that it'll be interesting to see what happens when they pull double duty. But as I have said, The Miz's face turn has not really done anything for me as a fan. He has the exact same character, the exact same gimmick, and the exact same catchphrases, so I expect the exact same results. The Miz will lose to Antonio Cesaro in the Royal Rumble pre-show. What's very interesting is that this match has not been announced on any WWE television. We have not had main event yet or SmackDown, so it'll be interesting to see if this gets any kind of press. But again, the United States Championship match is on the pre-show, not on the main show. Anyway, on the main pay-per-view card, we've got a tag team title match, Team Hell No versus Team Rhodes Scholars. As I said before in another show, the Mid-Card for Life prediction show, I don't see how they can I don't see how they can stop Team Hell No. They're extremely over. They're extremely popular. I mean, they have some of the best not the best promo work, but some of the best sketch acts and comedy for a legitimate wrestling combination. Also, I don't think that Team Rhodes Scholars is really going to be a tag team in the future. I think that putting these two guys together is just a means to an end to get Damien Sandow a little bit more seasoning in the ring, especially, and you can hide a lot of his flaws in this tag team. But with all that being said, I see Team Hell No retaining the WWE tag team titles. Also, what's been announced is the World Heavyweight Championship match against Alberto Del Rio and The Big Show. It is another last man standing match, and I think for Alberto Del Rio, this face turn has really helped his character a lot. I think that it was very much jumbled in the beginning where they didn't know where they were going with it, but now they've gone all in with Alberto Del Rio and given him this World Heavyweight Championship. I expect that this will definitely help him get over with the crowd. Now, that being said, I still not think that he will leave the Royal Rumble as the World Heavyweight Champion. I think that this is an opportunity for Dolph Ziggler to come in, cash in Money in the Bank, and win the World Heavyweight Championship. Thus, accomplishing 2 things. 1, it gets the belt on Ziggler in a more believable fashion than if he was able to do it over the Big Show. And 2, the Big Show's contract negotiations have not exactly been going well. Several internet sites are reporting that this may be his last stretch with WWE, and the Big Show may be gone. So I don't see the Big Show winning unless he re-signs another contract with WWE sometime between now and Sunday. It's possible, but if I'm making my predictions today, which I am, I say Alberto Del Rio retains the World Heavyweight Championship, only to lose it to Dolph Ziggler in a Money in the Bank cash-in. And the non-main event, that could be the main event, but is not the main event, 30-man battle Royal Rumble, the 30-man over-the-top rope challenge. 29 men will go over, 1 will be the winner, and we'll have a date with the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion. I I do not want it to be John Cena, but I do not see how they have set this up as John Cena's comeback year from the jump. From the last Raw of 2012, when John Cena said 2012 was not his year, but 2013 will be, I do not see how, even after that abysmal promo he had on Raw to close the show, I just do not see how John Cena does not win this Rumble, regardless of what number he pulls. Vicky Guerrero has already screwed Dolph Ziggler, making him draw either the number 1 or the number 2 entry into the Royal Rumble. This also leads me to believe that Ryback will not win the Rumble. Sheamus will not win the Randy Orton is not going to win the Rumble. It's either going to be John Cena or John Cena. I really don't see anyone else that could use that Rumble win to position themselves to face The Rock or Alberto Del Rio. The only possible scenario, besides my fantasy pick, which is Roman Reigns, the only possible scenario is if John Cena is going to win his number 1 contendership at Elimination Chamber, but that means the winner of the Rumble is definitely going after the World Heavyweight Championship, and that will be the 3rd consecutive year that has happened. So again, it's leaning very much towards the winner of the Rumble is going after the WWE Championship, which is going to be John Cena. The only possible, maybe, secondary pick would be whomever will face Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship at the WrestleMania, and the only person I could think of would have to be Sheamus. But then Sheamus would have won 2 years in a row. Both times he went for the World Heavyweight Championship, and both times he would have won. So again, I don't see that happening, but that's a distant second. I do believe that John Cena will win the Royal Rumble and face The Rock for the WWE Championship. Again, now there is a fantasy scenario where there's a triple threat, but I'm going to get to that later. On to the main event. The Rock versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. They've had, it's funny, when CM Punk and The Rock are in the ring talking, when Paul Heyman is talking in the ring, it is gold in the ring, and John Cena just cannot come up to that level, and it's so glaringly obvious. I'm sorry, I had to get off that. Anyway, The Rock versus CM Punk. Again, these two have had some amazing verbal battles the last couple weeks. They had a pull apart at the 20th anniversary of Raw in Houston, Texas, which I was in attendance live. I'll get into that later. But WWE has done a much better job with this feud versus the John Cena versus The Rock feud. I would definitely say this is much more entertaining. But these two can talk a lot better. The roles are established, as well as the boundaries, and CM Punk and Paul Heyman are just killing it on the mic. The addition of the Shield on Monday adds another layer, because if the Shield interferes in the match on Sunday, CM Punk will be stripped of his WWE Championship. But I do not see how The Rock comes back for the first time in 2013 and loses. I just don't see it. So, my prediction is The Rock will become the new WWE Champion at the Royal Rumble. Now, there is a fantasy scenario that gets us to a triple threat for WrestleMania 29 and also sets up a possible another return of The Rock. If, and this is a strong if CM Punk retains the WWE Championship by cheating, low blow, count out, intentional disqualification, and retains the WWE Championship, then what could possibly happen is The Rock enters the Royal Rumble match. The Rock enters the Royal Rumble, and him and John Cena take a tumble over the top rope, and they both are declared the winner. They both elect to go against CM Punk. CM Punk, to his massive objections, says there'll be a #1 contenders match at the Elimination Chamber. That keeps The Rock out of the chamber, gives us Rock versus John Cena, second time in a lifetime. But again, the Shield, CM Punk, somebody comes in, ruins that match, and then triple threat for the WWE Championship, no disqualification, CM Punk, The Rock, John Cena. And it answers that all-important question, what will CM Punk be doing at WrestleMania? There is not a good answer if he drops the title to Rock. However, if by hook and by crook, he's able to retain all the way to his second straight WrestleMania, then The Rock or John Cena, I'm assuming that I would like John Cena pins CM Punk to become the new WWE Champion at WrestleMania. Now, I would hate this as a fan, but then Cena would have the title, and The Rock, without being pinned, would lose the match. That would give Rock carte blanche, motivation, whatever, to come back one more time for that WWE Championship. But again, that's me fancy booking. That is a long shot. But I think that would make for much more entertaining television. Anyway, quick rundown of the card. The Miz versus Antonio Cesaro for the U.S. title on the pre-show. Antonio Cesaro wins that match. The tag team champions of Team Hell No versus the challengers of Team Rhodes Scholars. Team Hell No wins. The 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble match, John Cena wins. And The Rock versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship, The Rock wins. Of course, if my fantasy scenario should happen to come around, I would be a very happy fan. This has been Dak the Spoons from the IWC, signing off.